Okay, let's start. Hello guys, I'm Martin Xu. This video is prepared for the research paper of International Business course. The project of mine is Fashion Industry in Italian. I will introduce different parts or elements in this paper. You can get some information of the fashion industry in Italian. In this paper, there are 16 elements will be talked about. The first part is the geography of Italian. It includes 4 parts. Demographics of Italian population, ethnicity and culture, economic and political status. These parts will be analyzed individually. And next one is natural results of Italian. Italian is a country which lack of natural resources. They have to import a lot of natural resources from other countries. According to the statistics, they import more than 80% of the goods every year. Next one is economic sector and trade statistics. According to the graph, Italian balance of trade is lower than 0. That means their imports is much more than exports. In this part, more details of Italian trade balance will be talked about. And the next part is the exports to other countries and their competitors of exporting goods. In this part, I will compare Italian with Germany, France, USA, and some other countries, then use the exports-imports and the balance numbers to analyze the export and competitors of Italian's fashion industry. Let's move to the next part. It is distribution challenges faced by Italian. The drawbacks of Italian fashion industry will be analyzed in this part. Then I will introduce the leading fashion brand of Italian, such as DG and Prada. The next element is the monetary system of Italian. The monetary system of Italian is the standard euro-pound system, which is considered the strongest currency worldwide after US dollars. Next one is the status of its intellectual and research and innovation. I will analyze the intellectual research and innovation of Italian in this part. Then I will talk about international rankings of Italian. Italian has acquired the 10th position among the largest world economies, while its competitors, France, has acquired the 9th. These two countries are the biggest fashion industrial countries of the world. Therefore, the competition between them always needs to be analyzed. The next one is analysis of Italian fashion industry. Fashion industry is the biggest industry of Italy. I will use a SWOT analysis approach and comparative advance of Italian fashion industry to analyze it. Next part is the natural market innovations in Italian fashion industry. As we all know, Italians recognize wonderful opportunities of serving the natural fashion. Their strategy is to get a larger market share by natural market innovations. So I will introduce this part specifically. Next part is the legal and physical infrastructure of Italian. These two kinds of infrastructures are very important to business development. Therefore, legal and physical infrastructures will be talked about in this part. Next is the status of research and innovation infrastructures. The status of research and innovation in Italian industry is very low. The detailed data will be provided in this part. And the next one is the cultural and the language impact of Italian business. The cultural and the language impact should be considered deeply when doing business in Italian, because language and culture are the basic of communications. Therefore, they need to be analyzed. Then I will talk about the text structure of Italian. The detailed numbers and the text innovations will be introduced in this part. Next one is trade relationships of Italian. I will compare both the imports and exports data between Italian and some other related countries to talk about the trade relationships of Italian. Then the relationship will with candidate in terms of trade, and ad will be talked about based on the chart of imports and exports between Italy and Canada. Next part is a challenge to achieving business objectives. Doing business in Italian is difficult when analyzing the factors that are important in achieving business objectives by an organization or a business person. The factors include economy, demographics, government, and culture. I will analyze these challenges of Italian fashion industry detailedly. According to the challenges, the last sector is recommendations. I will provide specific measures of recommendations to face the challenges. At last, I want to talk about my point of view of fashion. As we all know, fashion is a general term for a popular style, especially clothing. Most people always believe that fashion is high priced, valuable, and luxurious. But in my point of view, fashion is not all the expensive price. The most important element is unique. Actually, each people have his own fashion style. A real fashion guy always creates his fashion to others, never follow others' style. It's someone's fashion, not yours. So guys, don't be followers. Let's find your own style. I promise, if after you read my paper, you will know what's the fashion in Italian. You can get a lot of fashion elements from it. If you want to be fashion, just read my paper.